Alright guys, welcome back to GMG Truck Shop. Today what we got to do is we are going to be working on making some landscaping changes and building ourselves some paths through our property that we have. Luckily we found out where all the property lines are, and we can actually build through and in our pond here, which is really cool. So we're going to be able to build our pathways through the forest area, be able to make a nice display area for our trucks and stuff, so all of that should be able to be done really easy. So luckily we're working on that and should be able to get all of that taken care of. Luckily we got rental equipment here as well to be able to take care of trees and stuff. So I'm gonna get up and start working. Gonna bring you along with the drone, and I think Hank's supposed to be working on some stuff, so while I work on that, Hank's gonna be busy working on getting ourselves some inventory. So we'll see you guys here back in a bit. Hopefully you enjoy. Well, hello everybody, welcome back to GMG. We got Bear. He's out there working with the equipment to work on some trails and stuff. So what I got to do today is we got a lead on 3 trucks. I'm not sure if I'll be able to get 3 trucks onto this trailer, but we'll at least try to get 2 anyways. We'll see how that all goes. Got the Duramax Denali HD here. Got it all nice and shined up, looks really good. But anyways, we got 3 trucks, I think. Well, we'll go take a look at them. I think we got at least 1 Chevy. Get this. I don't know we had it attached. I thought I had this attached. Well, it's attached now. Also, GMC bed tailgates right there. Those are pretty cool. Alright, so let's head on out. So obviously we don't have a whole lot of inventory at the moment. We got Bear working on getting us nice little test path for us to work with, so that's going to be nice to be able to test some of the more off-road builds on. Luckily, we do have plenty of streets and roads that we can use to test any street variants on, but we didn't really have much of a trail system to be able to try out any off-road builds. Got the roller coaster here. It looks pretty nice. I'm not a big roller coaster guy, but it's nice to see the community having fun, I guess. So we're going to the local lumber mill. They've got at least 3 trucks for us to take a look at, so we'll see what they got here. But yeah, the Denali's really nice. I like that. Got the train coming through there. Apparently they had a pretty big windstorm that ended up coming through, tore down a bunch of trees, so that's something. Pretty big logging community up this way. Lots of logging taking place. And so there is a lot of people here in the local area that do like to have some more off-road built trucks, and so that's going to help us out sell to the locals. But we also got people that order. Good, not the guy just pulled out right in front of me. Come on, man. Yeah, go that way. Yeah, thanks. People don't know how to drive nowadays. Back when I was younger, I was stupid on the road, but there was one thing I did do, and that was actually stop at a stop sign to make sure I didn't go flying through a window. But that's just me. I think this is my turn. So this is one of the bigger lumber mills, and there's our 3 trucks here. I gotta loop myself back around here. Let's see, I think I can loop around here. We should be able to get back over there. Nice little loop. Luckily, the clearance on this GMC is really good for having the gooseneck trailers. It works out really nice. But yeah, this is the main office right here, so I'll just pull off and we'll talk to them. Take a look at what trucks we got. We should be able to get. Oh, I'll put down my tailgate. You got to switch between controls to make sure you're actually unfolding your trailer. Go ahead and turn the truck off here. It's actually pretty comfy. It's not too warm, so makes it nice. But let's see, we got 2 Rams and a older Chevy. Rams are pretty old too, but they look nice. Definitely dirty. Let's get in here and inspect it. Yeah, definitely some wear and tear here on the vehicle itself. They've definitely been out and being used, that's for sure. So these were used for the foremen and employees to be able to get back and forth between locations, because they got a pathway right out there that gets them up and down to the different tree areas where they're cutting down and logging. And so these trucks, they're retiring from the fleet. So it looks like this one got used pretty good there, I must say. GMC doesn't look too bad. You see the typical thing, they had to replace the hood, and they just went ahead and did a matte black finish on it. That actually doesn't look too bad, actually. All the chrome on it looks pretty decent. It comes with a toolbox, that's nice, and it's got gooseneck stuff already installed in the bed, that's nice. It's tagged, so that's nice. All of them got hitches already. Exhaust systems. The wheels definitely pretty dirty. We definitely have to go through and do some super clean on them and get the dirt off and see what we got going on with the paint. That looks pretty chipped, all things considered. This one doesn't show too bad because it's white paint on it, but I'd say it's probably got some issues. All of them got the extra cab lights. That's a nice option that lots of people actually do like. It seems like it's coming back around in popularity. It's got 80% damage. It's not, but well, we'll talk to the guys here and see what they have to say. So anyways, guys, I just got to grab my checkbook, but they gave us a pretty good deal here on the 3 trucks. So we get 3 trucks for $20,000, and they're not bad. Sounds like there are engine issues, suspension issues, all the stuff you'd expect with the heavy outdoor use. So we'll have to go through and clean that up, which basically we would do anyways, just to be able to make sure we can customize them and get them to spec for the customers. But there should be plenty of aftermarket parts for us to use with these, and some different paint schemes and paints that we can put on there. So I expect them to look pretty good once we're done with them. Alright, $20,000 off, and we've got our keys and everything. Do I have my ramps down? I do. Good. I'd say that I would, but sometimes I just have to double check and make sure that I do that. Ooh, they didn't leave much fuel in it either. I think Bear said he was going to try and get us a fuel tank at the shop, but this thing does not have much fuel, so we're definitely not driving it too far around, that's for sure. Yeah, gears feel like they're a little bit on the sloppy side, that's for sure. I think I can only do one truck at a time. You know what, we do have that rental right now. I might just ask, I'll go ahead and text Bear and see. Because if I get there, I'm just going to grab that semi real quick, if that's part of the rental, and I'll just grab the other two trucks with the semi-trailer, because both of those should fit on there. Alright, I'm just going to pull this in. I'm not even going to bother unloading it right now. I'm just going to see if I can just grab this semi here. That's going to work out for me really, really good. So we'll just pull right here and just let it sit. Alright, I'm going to go ask him real quick, if I can find him. So he said that we can use it. It is part of the rental to be able to use the semi-truck to transport the equipment to and fro on the property. So we are going to go ahead and use that. Ooh, it looks like there's a piece of equipment right here. I'll go ahead and strap that. I should be able to get both trucks onto that part, so we'll just take that with us. Oh, this is a Chevy Bison semi. I do not see many of these out on the road. Man, this is nice. Ooh, it doesn't have any protection for if anything would slide out the back, so I don't think it's a logging rig. That's a nice truck. A little wear and tear on it, but it looked really good. I like. Ooh, nice. See the metallic flakes in the paint? That is one nice looking truck. Nice. All right. Well, let's see how it starts up here. That door closed. Ooh, wood interior. Ooh, look at this. Man, guys, this is a nice looking truck. Alright, let's see how this thing starts up here. Ooh. I do like the sound of that. That is a nice sounding truck. Alright, let's see here. I'm gonna whip myself around. I think Bear's thinking of getting us some more gravel to give us a better turnaround area here, but for right now we can just drive through the grass and that won't be a bad problem. And these things already have the added little scanners in them, so you could actually clear codes on them. That's definitely nice. I like that option. So these trucks definitely have some pretty neat options, which our customers should really like. Look at it just a little bit. That one's actually in pretty decent condition, all things considered. I think we're blocking the mail truck, but we'll try and get through. If he was smart, he would be able to get around that, but no one ever claimed that he was. Now this Chevy, this should be interesting. It's got all original interior in here. We should be able to just... Oh, we are like right on the line. Right there. But yeah, looking at this interior, it is pretty stock, and it looks pretty clean in here too, so that's nice. Alrighty, throw some straps here. Make sure nobody's gonna run away from me. Don't need that. Perfect, just enough clearance. Alright, you have a nice day now. This worked out a little bit easier with having the semi on board, and that definitely eased up some time. We'll just park it right about where we left it, which is right up here. There we go. I gotta say, I like this Bison semi. It is nice. Get these unstrapped here. I'll get the other one unstrapped off of my trailer, and we'll get them offloaded and get them ready for some pressure washing. That should be good. Yeah, get this strap off here. There we go. Got them all lined up. This way I can pressure wash them on the concrete and not on the gravel. And that way I don't have any kickback. So that'll be good. Anyways, I'm going to go check on any emails and stuff we might have in the office. And then I'll come back to clean them here, hopefully. I think Bear should be almost done with working on all that trail stuff. So we'll see what the finished product on that is. But it should be pretty cool. Also, I do love his new King Ranch. I think he replaced, I forget what he replaced. I think it was a 20, I want to say 2021, but it might have been a little bit older, like a 2019. I think he replaced that with that. And that, and by the way, I just love the new paint on that. Look at that. Goes from the bumper. I mean, that is just, man, that's pristine looking. I love it. Alrighty, I'll check on the emails and we'll bring you back. Alrighty, guys, I have to say, that was a long day getting all of that tree clearing and stuff done. We'll show you the finished product here in just a bit. But that was, let me say, tiring. I had to switch a shirt and stuff because I was kind of sweating up a storm. So we did that. We got Hank. He was nice enough to take you guys on along for a part of the vlog. And he picked up these 3 trucks. I think he said for 20,000, so that's not too bad. Definitely could use some work. We'll see what we can do here with this little super clean. That'll be good. And right after that, we will take you on a quick little drive on our new trails. They're pretty neat looking. Alright, so they scrubbed up pretty good with the super clean. You can see some chips and stuff. It doesn't show up as well on the white typically. One benefit of white paint, when you get chips, it doesn't typically show too bad. So it doesn't look awful. It's not bad. Nice, nice, nice. Then on the GMC, definitely lots of paint chips here. So that's that we're gonna have to work on. But overall, these trucks don't look that bad. They look pretty good, all things considered. We'll have to double check what we need to repair on them and stuff. But Hank should be able to get these spick and span mechanically, so that'll be good. And we'll just see what options we got. But yeah. Not a bad price, I don't think, for starting us up with anyways. So we'll get to work on those hopefully in the next episode. But yeah, they look pretty good. So anyways, let's take my truck on a trail ride here. I've been kind of wanting to test it out on a trail ride for a while. And after putting in all this hard work, I really want to test it out now. So let's get into it. I need to get this thing cleaned up a little bit too. Alrighty, so you probably saw from some of my drone footage what all we did, but I'll go ahead and show you again here just to give you an idea of what I was thinking through the process here. So obviously we got a nice little off the trail here with some gravel. We got this loaded up with rocks and stuff, so that way I can do a nice display area. So give you a look right here. See, a nice little display area. We can have the trucks sitting up on here. And people that way can be able to see them from the road a little bit easier with the fencing. Fencing is mandatory. We have to have the fence here because of rules. But yeah, overall, it looks really nice. And we even got, I think we got lights, right? Yeah. We got lights installed on the fence and stuff. So once we get some trucks up here, it should look really, really good. Then of course we do have this pond, and we were allowed to do a little modification to it. We now have a bit of a drive right here. It actually lines up perfectly. It is bumpy. We do have rocks in this area. But as long as you stay nice and straight, you shouldn't have any issues with going off the deep end and losing the truck. So that's really, really nice. But yeah, it is. You can get a little bit of feel for what the muddy bottom feels like. And then of course we got this area where you can go over rocks, test out suspension, which that's fun. But it's really pretty through here. And we didn't want to tear down too much of the forest. We got an extra little trail out there which connects us to the roadway that's right there. Have to put a fence there at some point. And then you can come through here, just drive the truck, and you feel all the bumps and stuff from the ground and rocks. So it really helps you kind of feel the suspension. We got a little rock right here. Yep, right there. And then this Oh, this is fun because look at the rake that you're driving at. You are driving sideways. That's really going to help you feel what it feels like in the cabin at different angles. So that's really, really cool. Then we got a little rock creek here that's built up over time. We can drive over that, which is nice. And then we got another rock right here we got to go over. And then we got all of our equipment right here as well. So that's really, really cool. And then driving over to here, we got another extra little trail that leads up and out of the property, which luckily we can loop around. So you go straight through this water right here, and then you head up this little rock creek bank. A little bit bumpy, but it is worth being able to feel what the suspension's going to do on wet rocks. And then you make a real hard turn so you don't go into the deep part of the spring there. Don't want to drive through the springs. And then you come up and out through our fence here. You do a quick little loop on the public trail. Depending on the steering of the truck, might take you a little extra time and effort to get turned around, but then you can go straight on back down. So we've got plenty of areas to double test on stuff, so that's really what we want. But yeah, testing this out on the wet rocks to see how well the truck's going to grip and everything, that's really, really going to be helpful. So then you can just drive through there, buddy bottom and everything. That is really, really cool. Then, of course, you can just drive it right through here to the front and get it all nice and cleaned up with a little bit of super clean pressure washing help. But yeah, it turned out really, really good, and I think we're going to have quite a lot of fun with that trail system. So looking at getting some more gravel in to help a nice little turnaround area right here. But other than that, I think we are ready for business. So really, really cool. So anyways, guys, that's it for us today. Hopefully you guys enjoyed today's video. Hopefully you enjoyed your time with Hank, and hopefully he enjoyed bringing you guys along. I think he did, but we'll see. Anyways, guys, thanks for watching. Hit that like and subscribe button, and bye-bye.